rule you ever found in your parents' rules. My mom was convinced she could outsmart teenage me. She had a color-coded planner, a family calendar synced to everyone's phones, and enough sticky notes around the house to decorate an entire classroom. If something went wrong once, she'd make a new rule so it could never happen again. Unfortunately, I treated every new rule like a puzzle. It all started when I was 16. Rule number 1, no hanging out at the mall unless you tell me exactly who you're with. Easy enough. The next Saturday I texted her, I'm with Emma. Completely true. Emma happened to be with 6 other friends. When mom picked me up that evening, she looked at the crowd and asked, who are all these people? I told you I was with Emma. You didn't mention everyone else. I didn't think you were asking for a guest list. The family group chat got a brand new message before breakfast. From now on, tell me everyone who's going. Fair. The next weekend, I sent her a message with 12 names. She replied, I'm not reading all that. Exactly. A week later, the rule changed again. Then came my favorite one. No ordering food online after 8 p.m., so I placed my order at 7:59. The restaurant didn't deliver until almost 10. Mom walked into the kitchen and found me happily eating tacos. I thought I said no ordering after 8. I didn't. I ordered before 8. She just stared at the receipt. 7:59 p.m. She couldn't even be mad. Rule updated. No food deliveries arriving after 8 p.m. Challenge accepted. Instead of delivery, I ordered pickup. My best friend Emma grabbed it on her way over. Mom opened the front door to Emma holding a bag of burgers. You didn't have it delivered. Nope, you had your friend deliver it. I prefer the term personal courier. Dad laughed so hard he nearly dropped his coffee. Mom didn't. A few days later, another rule appeared. No spending more than 2 hours on social media. I downloaded 3 different reading apps. I'd spend hours reading stories people had posted there. Technically, I was using a reading app, not social media. Mom looked over my shoulder one afternoon. You're still reading comments. I know, but I'm reading. She closed the app herself and walked away shaking her head. By this point, Dad had started betting on how long each rule would survive. His record was 3 days. Mine was about 20 minutes. Then Mom made what she believed was the perfect rule. No unnecessary shopping. The following weekend, I came home with 3 sweaters. She crossed her arms. I thought we agreed no unnecessary shopping. I needed them. You already own sweaters. Yes, but these are different colors. She sighed. That's not a need. It felt like one. Dad quietly whispered. She has a point. Mom gave him the look. You know the one. He immediately became fascinated by his newspaper. After months of rewriting rules, Mom finally made one last announcement during dinner. No more technicalities. From now on, you'll use common sense. The very next Friday, she texted me while I was out. Be home at a sensible time. So I came home at exactly 9:43. She opened the door. Why 9:43? I shrugged. It seemed sensible. You couldn't make it 9:30? You didn't say 9:30. She started laughing. Not the fake annoyed laugh, the real one. The next morning, every rule sheet disappeared from the refrigerator. I asked where they went. Mom smiled and said, I finally realized something. I'll never write a rule that's smarter than you are, so I'm done trying. Instead, she just trusted me. And somehow, that worked better than every rule she'd ever written. I stopped looking for loopholes because there wasn't a game anymore. Years later, whenever my mom tells this story to relatives, she always ends it the same way. I didn't raise a difficult daughter. I accidentally raised someone who reads the fine print better than most lawyers.